because it's flat and it's like, it's just very exciting, and like, I don't know, parents can see it's just fun.
Keeps you from all the other boring sports out there.
Just meeting like new people and like figuring out different strategies to do and just working with them, really.
I don't know, pretty much everything. It's just fun to race, and I don't know.
I don't know, it's really addicting, honestly. It is.
I like the adrenaline rush. I like being competitive. Was a really competitive soccer player, then I tore my ACL, so this is a way to be still very competitive and take it a little easier on the knee.
I don't know, everyone just bounces back, kind of. They're all very nice. I crashed and everyone was making sure I was okay, and I'm still gonna get back out there tomorrow and hope for the best.
Like the speed and like the fast decisions you have to make, and every course is different, and that's why I like it.
I like all of it. I like the fast corners where you want to pedal through, lean in, like you can't really think to make the decision, you kind of just have to do it. And yeah, that's what I love about racing, Chris.
We loved it and we want to come back this year, and it's summertime, so best time to do it.
The excitement, the thrill, it's a lot of fun just being with so many people.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's best race of the year, so we might as well.
Loading, track with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Keep pushing on, keep rolling. And then when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MCs, bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folding. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Round here, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trended the big rock. Yeah, my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, now everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, memory like an elephant. Keep your heart, but you know that it's elegant. Get mad, but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, riddling. Cycle through these streets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating and boom, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bottom.
Hey friends, hashtag cross is coming. Working on my hole shots. Got 'em! Alright. Today was a much better day, my friends. I am on top of things. My bike worked great. Everything felt amazing. My warm-up routine, the day before when that crank was failing, was next to impossible. I could not believe how hard it was to do 200 watts. And now today's warm-up was significantly easier, and I felt super confident going into the race. So I figured out how to get to the front of the starting line in a reasonable way toward America's Dairyland finally, and then I just took off. So what the heck, why not? We'll see what happens here. Not much. So the field closes that down, which is fine. I really wanted to get through that chicane first because I did not pre-ride the course going this direction. I've raced this course going the other direction. I believe this is the first year they're going this direction. Overall, I like this direction. I would say the chicane became a factor in some of the earlier races that ended up being pretty dangerous, and I think the reason is because previously when we went the other way, the chicane was no big deal because we were slowed down by that corner first. But in this direction, we're not slowed down, so we have a ton of speed going into the chicane. It just makes it a little bit more dicey, but that's all right. Overall, our race was really smooth. No issues in our race. I don't think there were any crashes that I was aware of. All right, so let's just kind of go through the race today and talk a little bit about some different tactics to think about. So what I wanted to discuss today was just the concept of your handlebars. I wanted you to just think about your handlebars next time you go race. If you have your handlebars ahead of the rider next to you going into a corner, I don't want to use this word, but I'm going to use this word, you win that corner. It's not a battle, but you have the position advantage and you can dictate the line. If you do not have that handlebar ahead of the person next to you, then you are at the mercy of them. And I think just that simple concept could relieve a lot of stress and pressure about racing when you get started. If you have the handlebar, you can have confidence in the corner. If you don't have the handlebar, back off. Okay, so here's a little move up the road, and I burned a match here to jump up here. There's 6 people up the road, and I thought, well, that's a good mix of riders up there. 6, maybe more. But that's worth a quick sprint to see what's going on up there. So pop up here, no big deal. Okay, that didn't work out. And now I'm going to spend a significant amount of time riding in the pack to try to recover from that and that first lap little flyer, which didn't hurt at all. It was just like, anyway, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do a breakaway, so I'm just going to tuck in. This corner right here, this second to last corner, that was probably the most attention-getting corner, I would say. The last turn is no big deal, but that two to go, there's a little bit of broken pavement there. There's 2 lines to get through there pretty easily. And again, we had no problems, but if you were 3 wide going in that corner, you can do it, but it definitely amped up the nervousness. So here we are with 13 minutes, and you're going to see there's a little bit of I'm a little bit further back than I really would like to be throughout the most of the race. This is about as far back as I got during any part of the race, which I was really, really proud of. You know, when I was done with this race, I felt absolutely elated. I was so excited to actually be racing my bike, feeling competitive, not having tons of excuses. Like, I ended up finishing about where I belong, which is 18th overall, and I think there were like 60, almost 70 people 67 people in the field, I believe. So I finished 18th overall. That guy caught his pedal. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that pedal clip. And he saves it. Nice work, buddy. Watch that 5:34 up. These 2 riders ahead of me. 3 riders ahead of me. Whoop, caught a pedal. Yeah, good catch. I thought it was the manhole cover when we were in the race, but it was not. It was his pedal. So nice save. And then you can see instantly the reaction from one of the White brothers is to jump up the field because anything happened. Something happened. So you react to that. And that's kind of the fun part of kart racing, like those other interviews were saying. You just react to things. It's great. All right, so here, I think right before that turn, methods to winning, Jaden went up the road. And then you can see Rasan Pahadi, I think 10-time U.S. Crit National Champion, is going to come up here and block. And he's got a bit of a master class in blocking here because, one, he has so much respect in the peloton that not a lot of people are dying to go around that. And 2, he just does a nice, fair job of slowing down that turn. And that allows Jaden to go up the road. I believe Jaden is with 1 other rider. So that's really how the race was won. So we're going to skip to 1 lap to go. 1 to go, 1 to go. And there's 1 critical move that I did make and 1 critical move that I did not make in this last lap. And so the move that I did make that's going to result in me getting 18th instead of 36th is going to be right here. There's a little bit of space on the right-hand side. This methods rider, I believe Mr. Salazar, is going to go up, and I figure, well, he's probably got some lead-out duties to perform. So let's see if I can just drag race up there with him. Okay, good idea. Yes, if I would have had 10 more pedal strokes, I would have been in 5th wheel instead of 14th wheel. That was a critical difference. And then you're going to see another opportunity here where I wish I would have been a little bit more aggressive. Again, way easier to say this when you're watching this the next day without having to perform those watts. But if I could have burned him at, watch this White brother, a really nice job getting himself extracted from the center of the pack. Moves up. I knew what he was going to do. And I wish I just would have followed that wheel a little bit more closely or gone to the other side of that black rider and gotten in front, black kit rider and gotten in front so I could follow the ADB rider up the road. And yeah, anyway, when I'm finishing and I see Brady, that's a good sign. So Brady's in that blue kit that just passed me in the inside of the corner. And again, that would have been another wheel that I should have tried to grab. Brady's a really strong finisher. Would have been great to get that wheel, but I did not. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I just want to be very clear. I had an amazing time at this race. I had so much fun. I felt competitive. I did a lot of things right. I did very few things wrong. Nothing to be upset about at all. So this is the final sprint, and I'm going to get one off. But I learned something about sprinting here too. I don't have the power to pass people in the final 200 meters. I just don't. So I need to be burning a match on the backside of the course to position and then hang on for dear life in the final 200 meters. I'm a pretty good sprinter, so I can get up to that position spot, but I'm not a good enough sprinter to pass 10 people in the last 200 meters by any means. So now I know. I'm going to work on that today at Downer. All right, Tour of America's Dairyland 2023. Keep on rolling, baby. That was a great race. That course was really fun. I know the 2-3s had quite a few crashes with that chicane, but our group did really well. I don't think there were any crashes. Nice, safe, fast race. No complaints. I feel amazing that I was in the mix. I was in the top third of the race most of the time. I was in somewhat of a contentious space in the last lap. Maybe a little more positioning around the backside of the course to prepare for the sprint. And a big lesson I learned today is just, I don't think I have the pop to pass anyone on a sprint, so I really need to use up 2-3 sprints to get in position and just hang on for dear life in the final sprint. I need to abandon this theory I have that I can sprint past people. It's just not happening.